Hi everybody, it's Mary Jo from Mary Jo's Creations, and today is a little bit of a special day for me. I was going to do it yesterday, but today is Thursday, the 20-something, I don't know, the 26th maybe. Anyway, I was going to do this yesterday because I got so excited, but I said, calm down and take a breath and just wait to see if it sticks. Yesterday, I hit 100 subscribers. And as of last night, I am at 102 subscribers. And I want to thank all of you. You are all so amazing. If you're new here, welcome. Truly welcome and thank you. If you are returning, thank you for sticking with me and all of my insanity. Y'all have no idea how much this means to me. And I want to say a very special thank you to Creative Grandma, Grandma Glenda. I've been watching you since I started. The first two people that I ever really watched when I started my journey, my crochet journey, it's like going on 3 years now, was Creative Grandma and Passionate Kelsey. But Creative Grandma, I have to give a special shout out to you and all of the lovely, wonderful people who follow you, because when I was watching the live stream, the love that y'all gave me and you put me over the top. I'm getting emotional now. Thank you so much. You have no idea what it means to me. And it's so wonderful to honestly finally feel like I fit in. I've always felt out of place my entire life, and it's just been amazing. The love I've gotten these last few days, y'all put me over the top. And then yesterday I was watching a new wonderful artist that I follow and watch all her videos and join her lives. I haven't been doing much of that lately, and it takes it out of me because of what I'm going through. But I've been watching Anastasia from RJ Crochet, and the lovely, wonderful people that watch her have also been so kind to subscribe to me, and honestly, it means the world to me. I know that sometimes I could be much, and hold on, what am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, so every fifth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will get into this in just a second. All of you wonderful, wonderful people who came over last night and put me over 100. Honestly, there is no way for me to express how amazing this feels. That little old me has, gotten so much love from you wonderful people. I know this channel isn't a traditional crochet channel, and it's really just, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I am so overwhelmed, and my head is still, you know, not too good because of everything that's going on, but, but, I just really felt like I needed to do this video. This channel is really just chronicling my journey and me sharing, because of the fact that I do have ADHD and dyslexia, and it was so hard for me to learn certain things because the way I was watching and learning from certain people, certain things didn't make sense to me. And finding the right people and learning basic things and then using those basic steps to get me where I am right now and finding what works for me. It is what one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel, because I wanted to encourage people who might have the same situation that I'm in and have ADHD and have dyslexia and have hard time following certain things, that eventually I would love to, you know, do tutorials or do something where, you know, I can help you. But now, just like walking through what I'm doing and explaining to you what I'm doing, and, you know, hopefully that helps you. That's why I started this, because I wanted to help someone who was like me and felt a little discouraged because things weren't coming out right, or, you know, and that's why I started this channel. And then, you know, it's still growing. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. Again, this isn't a traditional channel like the ones you see. And I'm not trying to be fancy, and I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. So for all of you who have stuck around, and all of you who have recently joined and stayed, it means the absolute world to me that you guys are here. And I hope that we continue to grow, and I continue to share my journey with all of you. All the things that I make, all the things that I want to make. I have so many ideas for upcoming videos, because if you're new here, I create all of the stuff that I make. All of it is, you know, me figuring it out, my patterns, because of the extreme difficulty that I have to follow patterns and follow tutorials, because my brain is wired differently. So, you know, certain things are very complicated. And watching, especially Creative Grandma, watching Glenda, even though there's some things that confuse me a little bit because of the way my brain works, I've been able to use what she shows me and kind of tweak it to where I understand it. And I would love to share that with you. And I have created so many, in my opinion, and I'm biased because they're mine, beautiful pieces. most of the time, I do make them extra big. So, and I make them for the first time. I don't think I've made anything too small yet. I have made things that fit just perfect, and I have made things that were way too big. If you want an example, you should watch my Valentine's Day one, because that Valentine's Day cardigan is way too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm so grateful for all the warmth and love that y'all have been showing me, that it means the world to me. And I just want to continue to be on here and create and share my creations with you, and share my, little tips and tricks that I have learned that have helped me. And, like I said, I would love to one day maybe release some of the patterns that I make, and maybe do some tutorials. I don't know if I would be good at doing tutorials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm willing to try. But everything you see on this channel, I've made up. I've figured it out on my own. I do get inspiration from things that I see, and, sweaters and cardigans that I see, and I can pretty much figure it out on my own and figure out the math, and it's a lot of trial and error, and there are some things that I have frogged, and you'll see that in my next video from my green cardigan. It's kind of like a cardigan / kind of like jacket. I did make it way too big, and that one is not as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as forgiving as like a hexie cardigan or a flowier cardigan that I've made. So it's, how do I explain it? It's a more fitted type of thing, and it was way too big. Way too big, and it looked funny, and you'll see it, because I was thinking of scrapping what I did and not show that, but I decided to leave it in. And the first half of that video, you're going to see me making this, and you're going to see me try it on, and you're going to see that it's way too big. So I did end up frogging it all the way down to the first panel and redoing it. And I gotta say, I think it's coming out so good. I'm almost done. And I'm still filming that, but number one, I needed to take a break from that project for just a little bit. I've been working on it nonstop for like 4 days. I did start this, which I'll let you know what it is in a second, but I've been literally working on that cardigan for days now, because of the fact that I had it almost all done and had to rip it all out, which took me about 2 hours to frog all the way down to the first part of the panel. And then I had to redo it all over again, figure out the math, and all of that. So I did leave all of that in the video. Like I said, I'm not completely done with it yet, but it's getting there. It's very close, and I needed to take a break. And I wanted to come on here and, like I said, thank all of you so much for being so kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For being so kind and coming to check me out and follow and subscribe to my channel. It, again, means the world to me. So, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I made a bag the other day, last week, I think, my messenger bag, which, oh, it's right here, which I am going to tweak and redo because I think I have a better way of doing it. And I'm going to work on that. But I was thinking of, like, Easter's almost here, right? And I wanted to do something special. I don't do amigurumi, whatever you want to call it. I don't do that. That's not my thing. I love doing baskets and bags and clothes, cardigans, sweaters, shawls, ponchos. That's what I like to do. I do make the occasional scrunchies, but I do mine different, so I might, show you how I do mine. Mine are different than how most people do them, especially like Passionate Kelsey. I love hers. I've tried doing it her way. My brain, I can't. So I figured out a way of doing it my own, and it works for me. And I like it, and they work really well. This one's a little stretched out because I have a lot of hair. And when I put it up in a bun, like, sometimes to really secure it, so I stretched it out, but that's okay. But anyway, I'm sorry, my mind is all over the place. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but I've been having this pressure headache for days now. It just, like, it goes down and then it, comes back. Today, it's like in the back of my head, and like above my eye, which is, I hate to say the word normal, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For me, it's normal. And, I spoke to the doctor about it, and, unfortunately, because of everything that's going on with me from, the fibromyalgia, because I have extreme widespread fibromyalgia, and my thyroids, I've had a thyroid condition since I was a kid, so like 16, so between my thyroids and then the fibromyalgia and the premenopause, which is so much fun, and a whole bunch of other things, it's just been a very rough couple of months. It got really bad, but I'm starting to feel better. But unfortunately, this headache is just one of the symptoms from all of those things. So, it sometimes makes it very hard for me to concentrate, especially these last few weeks. So if I sound a little crazy, crazier than normal, I am so sorry. But, wow, words. I fell out of my head. Oh, I made a bag the other day, right? And that got me thinking. I wanted to do something for Easter, and I wanted to have, like, maybe a little basket, where you could put eggs and candy. I have a few kids that I would like to give something to for Easter, and I didn't know what to do. So I decided that I was going to try and make a basket. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. And since I wanted to come on here and thank all of you wonderful people for subscribing and helping me grow my channel, I thought I would show you work on this and show you my vision. So if you've seen my bag, I did actually make one also for Valentine's Day, and then a friend of mine liked my pink bag and he wanted to gift one to his mom in like different colors. I made a video about that too, the blue bags. And it got me thinking, I can use the same technique with the two yarns, the mainstay, and this one I believe is Big Twist. Yeah, Big Twist. And I have the mainstay in this mint, right? Mint. I don't know. Maybe. Lentil. Lintel. It looks mint to me. But anyway, this color, I decided that I wanted to make something springy, right? I do have some purples that I want to use. I'm going to make a bunch of different little baskets. I know I said little and this one looks huge, but I was going to make a smaller one, about like, like that. But I wanted it to be big enough for, stuffed animals or anything like that they want to put in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I decided to make it a little bit bigger. Also, because of the way I make it, I needed it to be on a certain side of the stitch, right? And I'll show you what I mean in a second because I'm almost at the end of this round. And it's also like one of the reasons why I wanted to start filming on this, because I'm going to show you how I like do the turn so that it stands up. And I'll show you in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And then okay. Now, right now, I'm not really counting the stitches, because normally, like I said, if you've been here, you'll know, once I get it figured out, then I write all my notes down, so that I can hopefully, so that, one, I can recreate it if someone would like one, and two, hopefully be able to one day make a pattern or a tutorial, or really just to remake it. Now, I do turn my work, always. And I know some people say that certain things, I understand. It's just my personal preference, and I like the way that it looks. So I turn my work. Now, this is the inside of the basket, where the inside is going to be. These are the tails from my magic circle. Now, if you see the front two loops here, this is the V, which is the top of the stitch. And then you have the front of the stitch and the back of the stitch, right? So here's the front of the stitch. So the way I like to do it, just personal preference, but the way I like to do it is I like to go, and I will show you. So I like to end with this front of the stitch on the inside. And the reason why I do that is because what I like to do so I slip stitched and I turned my work, and now the front of it is facing me. And what I like to do is I will go, this is a bad angle. I need to get a camera. And I eventually do want to go into my, I have a craft room in the front of my house, but it's been very cold in here, and it gets very cold in there, and because of the fibromyalgia, I haven't really been in that part of my house very much because it's just too cold for me, and with the fibromyalgia, my body can't deal with cold in the sense that it's been like, you know, almost all winter it was below the 30s. But I like to go into the V that's in the front. So these two loops, which is this front part here and the front loop. Now I know that most people like to just go through the front loop or the back loop, but I like going through both of them because it makes it sturdier. Now what I do is I yarn over, I go, well no, should I? Sometimes I do a single crochet, sometimes I do a double. I mean, half double. But let's do a single for this one and see how it looks. So I'll go underneath, like into both of them. Can you see that? Is it focusing? And then I pull through and I just yarn over and pull through, like do the single crochet. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll go under the front two loops that are right there. So it's in between this V-stitch. So the hook should come out in between the V-stitch that's on top. And then I pull it through and just do a regular single crochet. And now, because I'm double stranding, sometimes it's very hard to get it in between all 4 strands. So what I like to do is sometimes I'll like stick this part in, this part of the hook right here, into the stitch, and it'll go in easier because you want to pick up all those loops, right? And you want to make sure you have all the loops so that it's sturdier. And you want to make sure you go through that V. And if you bear with me here, I will show you what it's going to look like. And that's how I've been doing, like on the bottom of my bags when I did the tote bag. For Valentine's Day, and the way I did my messenger bag. Now, my messenger bag, I was thinking about it, and I'm going to do it differently than the tote. So the tote is going to be done that way, and the messenger bag, I'm working also on that. I just did the first row, but I will be recreating that tote bag. And let me just do a few more here. So I can show you what it looks like. I'm so used to doing a half double that sometimes doing a single, when I have to go from doing a half double to a single, it takes me a second. This is always the worst part for me, because I really, this is the hardest part, in my opinion, is creating that little ridge. And again, I know that a lot of people do it in the front or back loop only. But the reason why I don't like doing it that way is because for me, it just feels very flimsy. Because you're only catching one loop, or in this case, it would be one strand, or in this case, it would be 2 because they're double-stranded. But I just like doing it this way because it makes it feel a little sturdier, and it also makes it more solid on the inside. So let me just do a few more and then I will show you. And I'm starting to get a really bad headache. So I might have to take... I mean, this video wasn't going to be very long anyway. But I do have to take a break. And once I finish this basket, which will probably be by tomorrow, because what am I doing? I don't know. I should have the cardigan finished by today. I'm hoping. It's still very early in the day, so I should be able to work on it for the most part of the day. I just wanted to take a little break and, like I said, come on here and thank all of you so much for just being so kind and coming to watch me and subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. So I'm going to show you right now because that's a pretty good... Okay. So you see how that looks? And on the inside, it's like more solid. So I always like to go through that V. And I'm going to keep working this up. This is the bottom, and let's see what it measures. It measures about 10 inches. So it measures about 10 inches. And I don't think it'll take me too long. I think this part here took me about maybe half an hour. And that's probably how long this ridge is going to take me. Because this is like the tricky part, right? Because you want to make sure that you go through the right space. And it's sometimes, like I said, it's like, for me, it's the hardest part. And then we're just going to build up. Once you have this down, all you're doing is building up. And then you just go for as tall as you want it. And this won't be the last time you're seeing this. I'm not going to just show you a finished product. Once I'm done with the cardigan, which should hopefully be tonight, because I'll give you a little sneak peek, and a little insider information. I already did the hood, and right now I am working on the outline, and then all I have to do is the sleeves. So what I think I'm going to do right now and take a break from the outline and work on the sleeves when I start working on it again. Just because I want to make sure that I have enough yarn. Now I'm using the puzzle yarn, and I think I have about a little more than half a skein and a full skein. And I'm pretty sure that that will be more than enough to do the sleeves and the rest of the outline, because I want a thick trim around it. But what was I going to say? I want a thick trim around it. And I want to add buttons. But I'm not sure how thick I need it, because it did come out rather short. And now I have to build up the sides. And if you go and watch that video when it's out, you will see what I mean. But like I said, I am working on that. And what I think right now, when I get off with you, I need to take a break. I have a very bad headache and it feels like it's getting worse. So I'm going to take something for it, and I'm going to go drink some coffee because that helps. I did just finish eating, so I know it's not a hunger headache. I have been drinking coffee throughout the day, so I know it's not a lack of caffeine. It's just driving me crazy because it's like one thing calms down and then something else pops up, and it's a good thing that I can crochet with, most of the time I can crochet with my eyes closed. Oh, I'm such a mess. But anyway, so when I finish with that cardigan, I'm going to finish up this basket. And I want to have these baskets done before the end of the month. So in case anybody wants one, I can make one easily. Normally, like I said, what I try to do is the first time that I make it, yeah, that's good. I don't write anything down because I end up frogging a lot, like I did with this. Like I frogged this back at least 3 or 4 times to get the right increases because it started to ruffle. So this is what it's looking like right now. And again, I promise you, this is actually the hardest part. Trying to get that little bend so that you can build up the walls. And everything else is pretty much easy after that. So once I finish the jacket, cardigan, whatever you want to call it, once I finish that, I will be working on these. And once I finish this one, and I start the second one, that's when I will start writing everything down. And hopefully I will be able to make a bunch of these. At least I'm guessing like 4 or 5. Maybe even like 6. I want to make them in different colors. I don't know how much yarn this is going to use. And I want to use this with mainstay because it's more stable. And it does, stand up better. So I'm going to, I have in mainstay, I have white, this mint color, purple, and blue. And it's a royal blue, but I have a light blue that'll go really pretty with it. I have light purple, and I have pink, which one of the baskets, and it's like a neon pink. It's the only pink I have left. Ah, wait, I might have some, yeah, but I'm using that for the blanket. Anyway, I have pink. I want to make a pink one. Green one, mint, teal, whatever you want to call it. I have a blue and purple. So at least one in each color. And then depending on how they look, I might do, like a white with a different color. Like if I have enough yarn, a white with maybe blue and a purple with maybe, I don't know if, well, that hot pink might look nice. And this mint with maybe a different shade of blue, or, you know, mix them up and hopefully have like maybe 8 baskets, so that way I have them in case I need them for any little wonderful people that are in my life. And if not, then I'll just have a bunch of little baskets. I'll probably put them up on my website or something like that. Use them for decoration around the house, for Easter. I mean, I really don't decorate for Easter, but it's really pretty for spring, even if you're not an Easter person. You know, you can always use it for spring. And most likely I'll end up giving one to my best friend. Most likely I'll give one to her in whatever color she wants, if she wants one. But I'm trying to finish this. So, okay. So let's recap. I know this isn't my normal video. I don't even know if I have a normal video. I'm usually all over the place. But this is just more of a regular crochet and chat. Thank y'all so much for, I can't say it enough, for all the love and the follows. Creative Grandma, Cody, you and your wonderful followers are truly amazing. Thank you all so much. And I also want to give a special little shout out to Creative Grandma has this wonderful person that has been on their channel since the beginning. And she's so sweet and so nice. And when I got so excited when I saw that Chief Kate was following me, that had subscribed to me. And that just brought such warmth to my heart. Thank you so much for all of you, every single one of you that have watched me and that have come to subscribe to me and follow me. It means the absolute world to me. And, you know, it really, I love just on Tuesdays, just sitting there and crocheting. That's how I got most of my cardigan done, was by watching Creative Grandma and Cody on Tuesdays Live. That's what got me through having to restart all over, or not all over again, but pretty much from the first part of that panel. And y'all don't know how much it means to me for what you did. Glenda, Cody, thank you so much. And every single one of you that are following me, thank you so much. It really, there are no words that can tell you how truly grateful I am. And before I start to cry, I'm almost done here. I'm going to join this, and then I'm going to go try and take care of this headache, so that hopefully I can finish my cardigan today. But I really needed to say thank you to all of you. You warmed my heart, and I truly do feel special. that all of you would just, without hesitation, when I said I had a channel, just went and checked, and it means the absolute world to me. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Chief Kate. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, all of you. I should have maybe written things down, but wow. All right, enough of that. Thank you so much. And I finished it. So, see, yeah, it took me about 30 minutes just for that alone. Now, the rest of it is going to be easy breezy. But you see how it makes that really nice ridge. It's standing up nice and straight. And now the rest of the basket is just going to build up. So I will do this with y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I know that sometimes in certain videos I get a little crazy. And yes, sometimes I do have a little bit of a potty mouth. My mother used to always say I cuss like a sailor. But anyway, I try very hard. Sometimes it slips. I'm sorry. I hope y'all don't mind that. I do my very, 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 very best not to do. I'm just, very strange person. But I try my best to be a good person. So I hope y'all stick around. I hope you like my videos. And I hope you come back. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed yet, you should hit that button. Just press it. Hit that little bell. It'll tell you when I'm on. I haven't really been posting to Facebook and Instagram because, again, I haven't been feeling well. Right now I have such a bad pressure in my eye. It's like, but I am going to be trying to post more and do more. Hopefully the medicine that I'm taking is going to help my thyroids and get them where they need to be. And, I try to tell myself things can only get better from here. Let's hope that's true. Sorry for, I have to keep this thing on for one more week. And when I tell you, it's like I'm breaking out everywhere, and I can't even have anything covering it. It's just so itchy all over, and I broke out everywhere because of this thing, and and again, you will see me mainly in tank tops. I get very hot very easily from the thyroids, especially when they get regular. I get very hot all the time. That's why I mainly like to make cardigans and not sweaters, because I need to be able to be easily taken off and put back on, because and the menopause doesn't help, right? The premenopause doesn't help. It makes it even worse. But I've always been this way because of my thyroids. So I like to wear a lot of cardigans. And you'll see me in a lot of tank tops. So I hope that doesn't offend anybody. But, because of my body, I need to be in short sleeves, like tank tops. And I'm rambling now. So I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to work on that cardigan. And I will show y'all, what it's looking like. You want to see a little peek? You want to? Okay. Hold on. Here's a little peek. It's the back. I did the hood. I think I might have did it a little too high, but that's okay. That's okay. And I'm working on the trim. But, see, I need to do the sleeves. And that's what I'm going to try and work on next when I start it. Because I'm hoping that I have this skein left. And I'm hoping that this skein right here can do both sleeves. And hopefully, that's probably a bit of a stretch, but hopefully have a little bit extra. But I'm hoping that this will give for both sleeves, because I have like a tiny little ball left from this, from what was the body that I took apart. And once you watch that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have a small little ball left. It's too far away for me to grab. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Okay, this is what I have left. Now, when you watch the video for this cardigan, you're going to see the ball was literally like the size of my head. And I took it apart. So this is what I have left, which I believe this is going to be enough to complete the entire trim, but I'm not sure. So we are going to do the sleeves first and make sure we have enough for the sleeves, and then we're going to finish that. But I think the sleeves shouldn't take me more than an hour each sleeve. So, you know, depending on how, you know, I'm feeling and how many times, like, I have to take a break, I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, I'm pretty sure that I can get this cardigan done by today. Because all I need to do is put the sleeves on and then finish the trim. And again, the sleeves shouldn't take me more than an hour, hour and a half at the very, very most. And I'm not doing any, like, you know, real shaping or cuff or anything, because I want it just, I don't think I want an actual cuff on it. But the sleeves shouldn't take me more than an hour and a half to, at the very most, 2 hours each sleeve. And that's pushing it. I don't think the sleeve will take me more than an hour, hour and a half. But you can always tune in when I post that video and see how it came out. So I think that's enough. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next one.